And we're going. Hello, sixth grade. Okay, this is lesson 2. Just an update for you. Today we started 1.4. So tomorrow you should have 1.3. Okay, and then by next week you should have 1.4 once they are completed with it. And because it's homecoming week, so we're not going to finish 1.4 till Monday anyways. Okay, so you are all caught up. Everything is good. Okay, make sure you're turning in homework when it's assigned. If you noticed, I am repping the green for 8th grade. I'm their sponsor. I would have done blue for 6th grade, but today, 1.2, we are going over ratios, okay? So this is what your bell work would be if you were normally in here. So if you want to do that real quick, you can. Pause the video, jot them down, because here are your answers. Okay, check your work, see if you got these answers for your questions. Okay. Oh, this is for me, not for you, don't worry. Today you're writing a ratio in simplest form, and you're comparing categorical data, or data, using ratios. Okay? Make sure you're writing these down. The first 5 questions on your test are always going to be vocab. Okay, so make sure you're writing this down in your notes. A ratio is a comparison of 2 numbers by division. Okay? In other words, it's just a fraction. Okay? A ratio can be written as a fraction, can also be written in 2 other ways, but we'll find that out in a minute. Okay? So, write the ratio in simplest form that compares the number of red paper clips to the number of blue paper clips. Okay? And then we need to explain its meaning. Oh, if I can freeze there we go. Okay? So, if you look over here, there are 2 red paper clips and 6 blue paper clips. Okay, so we can write it as the fraction 2 over 6. Okay, and that's a ratio. So that's one way we can write it. But is that the simplest form? No, because we can make it even smaller. Okay, we can divide each by 2, and we get 1 over 3. Okay, now 1 over 3 is one way you can write it. You can also write it a ratio like that with the double dots or colon, 1 to 3, or you could just simply write it in words, 1 to 3. Okay? Now, it wants you to know what the meaning of it is. Okay, so 1 to 3, what does that mean? Well, it means, remember that these are red paper clips, these are blue paper clips, and it means that for every 1 red paper clip, there are 3 blue paper clips. Okay? And that's what it means by the meaning. Oh, unfreeze. Okay? So 2 6 can be reduced and simplified to 1/3. And the ratio of red to blue paper clips is 1/3, 1 to 3, or 1:3. And it means that for every 1 red paper clip, there are 3 blue paper clips. Okay? So I want you to try this one on your own. Okay? So write the ratio in simplest form. Okay? That compares the number of baseballs to the number of soccer balls. And then explain its meaning. Okay? And pause the video. When you're done, push play. Okay? You should have got 2/5, 2 over 5. Okay? And the meaning is for every 2 baseballs, there are 5 soccer balls. Okay? Number 2. Several students named their favorite flavor of gum. write the ratio that compares the number who chose fruit to the total number of students, okay? So, write the ratio that compares the number who chose fruit, so we can just come over here, find fruit, and that is 3. Now, to the total number of students, okay? The total number of students. How would we find that out? Well, they all took this response, okay? They all gave a response to this question. So we can count up every single number and we can get how many kids are in that class, okay? So we have to add 9 plus 8 plus 3 plus 1, okay? And once you add all that up, 17 plus 4, you get 21. So it becomes 3 over 21. But we're not done yet because it wants it in simplest form, okay? We can divide 3, and we get 1 over 7, okay? Now, if I were to ask you what that means, well, that means that for every one person that chooses fruit, there are 7 students, okay? Oh. Okay, we're still on freeze, so good, I can erase it, okay? Oh, there's the fruit, total to 21. Can divide it, get 1/7. Okay? So 1 out of every 7 students wanted fruit, okay, as their flavor of gum. So I want you to try this one on your own, okay? Students were asked to name their favorite kind of book. 7 students chose sports, 9 chose history, 4 chose mystery, and 5 chose fantasy. Write the ratio in simplest form that compares the number of students who chose fantasy books to the total number of students. Okay, so push pause, try that out, and then push play when you are ready. You should have got 1/5, okay? You should have started out and got 5, because that's how many picked fantasy. And then overall, you should have counted 25 students. Sorry. So you should have got 1/5, 1 to 5, or 1:5, okay? Okay. Monday's yogurt sales are recorded in the table. Write the ratio that compares the sales of strawberry yogurt to the total sales, then explain its meaning. Okay, so the sales of strawberry yogurt, we can come right over here, find strawberry, 8. And it's going to be a ratio, so it's a fraction. Okay, and the total number, so we have to count up all who took, or count up all the numbers sold. Okay, so 3 and 7 is 10, plus 6 is 16, 16 plus 8 is 24. Okay, it is not in simplest form, so we can divide by 8. Okay, and we should get 1/3. Okay, now then it says, what is the meaning? Okay, what would you think the meaning is? Okay, if I can unfreeze it. Shows our 8, adding it all up to 24, getting 1/3. So 1 out of every 3 yogurt cups sold were strawberry. That is what the meaning is, okay? Because remember, those are all the numbers that were sold, and the top was strawberry. So 1 strawberry for every 3 cups, okay? I want you to try this one on your own. A department store conducted a study to determine what age group shops in their store. Write the ratio that compares the number of customers that are 0 to 17 years to the total number of customers okay? So push pause, try that on your own, and then push play for the answer. You should have got 3 over 22, okay? You can see we got 15 over here from the 0 to 17, so that's what you should have got on top. And whatever you added, all these up, okay? You take that number, sorry, divide each by 5, and you should get 3 over 22. Okay? Now we're going to learn, real quick. Well, Katie wants to divide her flowers into 2 groups so that the ratio is 2 to 3. Okay? So we're going to use a bar diagram to help us with this, to show 2 to 3. Okay? Oh, if I can freeze it. There we go. Okay? So here's her 2 that she drew. Right? And here's her 3. Okay? And she wants to put 30 flowers in between those 2 to 3 ratio. Okay? So here's her 2, and here's her 3 boxes. Well, to figure out how many go in each box, count up how many boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and divide it by how many you have. Well, 30 divided by 5 is 6. Okay? And then you can write it by counting how many are in each. Okay, so 6 and 6, that's 12. 6 and 6 and 6 is 18. So 12 over 18 is the ratio 2 to 3 when having 30 flowers. Okay? Oh, unfreeze. There we go. Okay. Okay, yep. 12 flowers in one group and 18 in the other. So now I want you to try it. Okay? Oh, freeze. There we go. Okay, divide 35 cans of food into 2 groups so that the ratio is 3 to 4. Okay, so we want the ratio to be 3 to 4. So we need 3 boxes up here and 4 boxes down here. Now remember, this is out of 35 cans. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 35 divided by 7 is 5. So that's how many go in each box. And then we can just count up. So on the top, 5, 5, 5, 5 times 3, 15. And on the bottom, 5 times 5, or 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 gives you 20. So you should have 15, hold on. 15 over 20. Okay, 15 cans in the first group and 20 cans in the second group. Okay, and that is it. If you have any questions, let me know. If there's anything you need, let me know. Okay, oh, there we go. I hope you have a great homecoming week. You should have 1.3 I will do tomorrow. It's coming a little off. It rubs off easily. You should have 1.3 tomorrow, okay? But you get 3 days to do the homework for this one, and I will put it underneath, okay? Have a great homecoming week.